Is it fixed? Let's check. Yeah, it's definitely fixed. Annoying, but it's an easy fix. Oh, I have a thing that says inactive. I want to take that out. Yep. Howdy. Hey, when there's little hairs on my mic. Not hairs, but like dust. I'm in a desert, so there's just like particles all over the place. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and start my sleeper DZ. I got my second project fix on my own. Very cool. Was that the one with the coloring in Python? Yeah, well, let me know. You can always just pay points to make me work on ROF2 Plus because I want to work on RF2 Plus, but for some reason I keep procrastinating. Did you hear about the latest challenge that we've hit though? Oh, what the heck was that? Interesting. I'm also getting a lot of lag again. Like, look at that. What's this lag? Ooh. I mean, I know I'm running a bunch of stuff right now, but let's look at Task Manager. I know like right now I'm tabbed out, but ooh. This is normally like super smooth. I am running a bunch of apps, but let's see. What is eating my CPU? Why is a command prompt? Oh, that's the preprocessor command. OBS is eating a ton of CPU right now. I wonder why. Whoa, I can't even play like this. Okay, let's find out what's causing these spikes. All right, so OBS is almost single-handedly. Yeah, it's eating like 50% of my CPU just streaming. Code is eating up a bit too. Wow, look how slow this is. I've never had this issue before, like to this level. I know yesterday, though, it was suffering with yeah. It used to suffer if I was using my if I was recording to disk. Let me go to like the performance tab. Yeah, my CPU is at 100% right now. What's eating all my CPU? All right, we're gonna flop over here, hopefully without dying. And we're gonna bazaar. And now we can take a look better at this. So yeah, right now my CPU is at 100%. What is causing such a high usage? Because when I look at like my actual usage, it's not 100. So now we're down to, ooh, RAM is high. What's eating all my RAM? OBS is eating a ton of RAM as well. I wonder if it's the replay buffer feature. Very weird though. So I'm turning off the replay buffer, which that might have helped. No, I'm still getting super high CPU usage. Okay, we're gonna start closing like ShinSpark. So OBS has a feature where it puts into memory like footage that was just recently happening. And if I press a hotkey, I can take that footage and just clip it. Normally that's not a problem, but for some reason my CPU is so high. Very weird. All right, I'm going to close code out altogether. Also, I'll close, well, I'll keep WaterFox going. That's fine. I wonder if I have Melvor Online running. So let me close that out. I don't normally run that in the background. What else is eating high CPU? Wow. Melvor dropped me another like 10%. I'm going to kill Log Parser and Gina. And Crit Sprinkler? I mean, not much changed. I'm still like really high CPU for what I'm doing right now. I'll also kill out Lurk Bait. 75. Yeah, Lurk Bait actually has a high CPU usage. They didn't write that very well. Yeah, see how smooth it is now? That's weird that my CPU is getting so burdened. Let's do Crit Sprinkler again. Just do another test. It's the exclamation mark fish game. And then let's do ShinSpark again. See, we're still nice and smooth. And what's my CPU usage at? Still a little high. I mean, it's natural for it to be a little high just because of what we're doing. I might just do that. We'll just go with this. I don't really need the other ones. Yeah. It might be it. It might be the fish game is a high CPU usage. And the problem is I'm just running so many things and I don't have like a, screaming PC. I don't need a screaming PC. Yeah. But did you see the stuff I was doing in mocap Dragon? I'll send you a link to it. I don't have Discord open either, but where is it at? There we go. Copy link to Dragon. Where the heck are you? We talked recent. There it is. There you go. This is a fun clip for you to watch at your leisure. Also, I'm going to put in background music. That was something else I was planning to do. So what I'll do is I'm going to turn on shuffle play. I'm going to turn down the audio a little bit. Why did that skip? That was weird. See, and now I have background music. I wouldn't even call this a late stream, Infern, but nice to see you, dude. This is just a stream. I tend to be pretty late. So what is this work on your project for 1 hour redeem about? Do I get to pick the project or is it just saying go code Zachary? Yes, I kind of described it on the thing, but essentially you redeem, and on the redeem, you message what you want me to do, and we negotiate. Like, I will tell you if it's within realm of what I could do or not, or I'll give you disclaimers. And the redeem, basically, if I have time, I'll do it on stream, or otherwise we'll queue it up for another stream, like my next stream, or, you know, I'll make sure that you're around when I do it. So unless you want me just to do it on my own, but it's really any project. I do recommend projects I've worked on, but if you really want me to learn, I don't know, Ruby on Rails, I'll do that for an hour if you redeem it. All right. So anyways, you can see the performance is a lot better now. Okay. So let's rev up, do sleepers. Also, why do I not have cast bars? Interesting. Why would I?
Daddy, sorry. Daddy, sorry. Daddy, sorry.
It's Cinderlin.
Sorry. Daddy, sorry. Daddy, sorry. I'm sorry.
Good to see you, dude. Or ma'am. Does the project include 1 hour power leveling? Honestly, I'd be okay with that. 1 hour power leveling isn't that much work to me. I just can't guarantee how fast I'll do it. I'll have to think about it before I do a redeem, but wanted to make sure I was thinking a good reason first. Yeah, dude. What you doing adding new ways cars move it like that? So I got a motion capture suit, and I literally got it in the mail, and then the next day I recorded that real fast. Anyways, and sorry, I'm getting distracted by the music because good memories. I need to do a script that'll take the base EQ models and like regulate them so that Rococo can align with it easier. And once I hit that milestone, I can go in and start adding new animations. Things like if you're in ogre form and you play a lute, I was thinking, you know, the ogre will beat its head with the lute, stuff like that, you know, and just add animations where there are none currently, especially on servers like THJ where you don't have, you know, you have combinations possible that are actually really cool. You're going to make me work on RF2 Plus? Yeah. I'm totally down for that. I need to. Yeah, I think the cost currently is very, very inexpensive, but that's fine. What is the ultimate goal for mocap? It was more that it was the end of the year and my work was, you know, giving away. I have this program where I can spend money on things and get redeemed the money back. So I basically got the motion capture suit for free. And I was kind of thinking about it prior to that, but it was a very expensive, you know, purchase for, you know what I mean, occasional use. So, yeah, they deleted all build manifests, unfortunately. Yeah. We'll have to see what we do about that. But see, RF2 Plus wasn't really about obtaining the client. It was more about taking a client from any origin and regulating it. So, yeah. I mean, here's the thing, Dragon. At least in respect to RF2 Plus, you could still go and obtain the latest EQ client, and I could still leverage that for ROF2 Plus. If you could master it, could do a whole new wave of memorable animations. Like yeah. So if you remember, there was the EverQuest show did an interview with one of the original animators of EQ. And during it, he mentioned that some of the really more memorable animations were actually done with mocap. And they didn't do all the animations with it just because of data purposes. Like, they had to be very conservative with the animations. And so they, cut corners, did it by hand, tried to, save time. And so, it would be cool to sit down and emulate as many of those animations as possible, because a lot of them aren't that super active. And that's partly why I got the Rococo mocap, because XSense is better, but the price difference is literally 5 to 10x. So, and for my case, which was player model animation stuff, it's perfect. I don't know where my RF2 Untouched is. So that's the cool thing about RF2 Plus, is it will snapshot any copy of RF2 you have, even one that's been patched, and inform you of files that are off kilter. And then you'll still have to obtain certain key files, but at least you know exactly which ones. Yes, that very interview is the one I know about. Sorry, I got to keep up with chat. You guys are being chatty today. I tracked down a few of the old EQ sound effects. Turn out the Skelly and Scarecrow laughs are both really cut up and only half of the total sound file. Yeah. I have a folder called SND where I extracted all the different PFSs into a directory. And keep in mind, if you ever want to override sound files in EQ, all you have to do is take a WAV file with the same file name and put it in the sound subdirectory, and it'll override that. So, kind of cool. That was one main reason I wanted to try Larian's song. It must be an object has been placed that's not baked in zone file. Object has been placed, not baked in zone file. That's like the global stuff. Thank you for the hydrate. I'm a little low on water, but it's still drinkable. But Donkey Kong Country. So do you recall the Diablo-like item effects that Tempo came up with several months back? Yeah, I do. The biggest issue I had with a lot of his work was it was very opinionated and not part of the mainstream pipeline. Like his C# binding and a few of his DLL edits, they're very kind of isolated, which made it a little bit of a challenge to like integrate smoothly. The grave and East Corona of the dead EQ dev is not there. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'd have to look into it to better confirm how we can integrate that, Dragon. My DPS is actually pretty shitty on this fight. I also lost my buffs, but whatever. Speaking of, I don't have Simstrike on. That helps. Ah. This song gives memories. How feasible it would be to give me a cool item effect he put in a format where he could add bonus stats to items. How feasible would it be to give me the cool item effects he put in a format where I could add bonus stats to items? I think you could, if you were ambitious, Dead Zergling, you could take his whole scaffolding and make it work independently. Like you could just take the server side edits he did and just make that work. The big issue I remember, because originally THJ was going to have artifacts on for itemization, and that used his code. But immediately they found like items wouldn't be in effect with Bazaar, the parcel system it didn't work with. Just, there's endless leveraging of items in EQ and they all weren't checked. So it was not a very good integration. Zindalin says, I'm working on some stuff and mostly lurking, but it's really good to see you. I'm glad you came to find me the other day. Yeah. Well, it's funny because we've been Steam friends forever, and I saw that you were playing Twitch Lurk Fishing. Speaking of, let me turn that back on, even if it seems to be causing some lag. I'll have to show you what I've done with it. So when I saw that, I'm like, why is she playing Twitch Fishing, Lurk Fishing? Because that's like that's only if you're streaming, you know, like it's not like an interactive game otherwise. And so, all right, there we go. I saw you were doing custom fish. Yeah, dude. Check it out. I'm going to go ahead and fish. I added a bunch of new legendaries. Let's see what we get. I got a Cobalt Cod. But yeah, they're purely from EQ. And then I just had AI generate them for me. Which is kind of cool. You caught, yeah. The idea of giving random items health, mana, endurance, leech and stuff like that would be cool. But sounds like it would break lots more than... yeah, Dead Zergling. It's... I was looking into this at one point. I think you're better off if you wanted to randomize stats to just use... So a lot of items actually have a lot of AUG slots. You're better off, I think, to take AUGs, put them in hidden slots, because that's a mechanic in EverQuest, and then basically boost up items just with the hidden slot system. The problem with that, though, is the name of the items would stay generic, but you could use a base item and then have AUGs drive the variations. But I don't know. It's hard to say what would be the best fix. You saw me making the images, yep. So you saw some of the legendaries. We're in Sora's temple, or Zora's temple. You guys hear the sound fine, by the way? Shouldn't be too loud, but still audible. Why is my Control X not working? Oh, there it is. So I can stuff an AUG into an item and that would give the health leech effect? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. If you give it a spa item via AUGs. You hear no music at all? I have it pretty quiet. It might be too quiet. Let me turn it up a little bit. Let me know if it's too loud. This song's really quiet, though. Cool. I'm pretty loud. Like, I've set my mic up to be, like, on the yellow to red. And then I wanted the music just to sort of be... When there's quiet time, you can kind of hear it. But yeah, I was looking into that a little bit, Dead Circling, and that was what I envisioned to do it. I'm in a Berserker friendly, I gotta be a little more careful. I knew you could add a melee leech effect into a buff, but can you add said buff into an AUG or an item already? Is that what you were saying? Yeah, okay, so this dude debuffs. I'm gonna go ahead and at least leech him. Yeah, so the general idea is that whenever you work a You guys know this song? That's right. Contra. Yeah, you can put warn effects on items via, like you could literally take, let's say, Mortal Coil, the buff effect that you get from it, and put it on an item, put that on an AUG, and then equip that AUG into a hidden slot on a normal item. And then when you inspect the item, it would say Mortal Coil. And anytime that item's equipped, you have Life Leech. It'd be very powerful, but that should totally work. Something I was kind of envisioning was a fusion system for one of the servers I was messing around with, where I would take all the different AUGs and create fusions and evolutions, I guess you can call them, of all the different items. And you would, I'm not sure how you'd combine them, but however you combine them, probably with like, you know, like the combinator kind of equivalent, you would put on the two items, hit combine, and it would give you an AUG out of it. And then when you want to put that AUG onto a item, man, I'm having issues here. Let me heal. There we go. Whenever you put the AUG on an item, you'd have to use some sort of like NPC that ate your items and then gave you back one with the combined AUG in it. It's been this way a very long time. So another thing that a lot of people don't realize is that you can take an item and give it to a player permanently through tribute, which is an interesting mechanic of like infusing a player. Okay, I am dying really badly actually. I need to get a little bit more diligent with keeping myself up. For some reason Also, I never ran defensive. That helps. You know, I'm taking double damage basically because of that. By the way, Cindelin, have you played THJ yet? You should come check it out at some point. I don't know if you've heard about it or anything, but it's a fun one. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do Focus, Funeral Pyre, and we're going to go ahead and start a dot rotation real fast. And hopefully stay alive. Okay, and once we get about 30%, we have to go full burn DD. Just trying to get those dots on before then. I have not in the middle of about 3 games right now through to plus WoW. Yeah, no worries. Just wanted to mention it. It's actually very casual. So like if you kind of miss your EQ itch, you should be able to hop on and be productive with very minimum time. You almost can treat this server like a like this is one of the hardest content right now and I'm soloing it. And I usually solo it daily because it has the best dogs in the game. Okay, we are about to hit the big moment. I think I may have started my Funeral Pyre a little too early. Okay, the music's perfect for this. So now that we're at 25%, we need to now go full burn DPS. Dude, I did a 10,000 DPS tick. Okay. I got 2 more twin casts and 9 more improved twin frenzieds. All right, we're gonna go ahead and lace in a rage. Okay. I might have messed it up. I don't know. We'll find out here very shortly. By messing it up, I mean, do you have to kill him in 60 seconds from 25%? Oh, I missed it. Just barely. Shit. Okay, he's dead. Loot and do Exodus. Done. Yes. Sorry, Zindalin. I played a little bit of one of the EQ things with Quados. Not sure if you're familiar with him. Quados. No, you married somebody. I want to say Greg. G. Something G. Was it Greg? So the problem I have is, like, I mix you with a lot of the Makan Shin guild, and so, like, it's really hard for me to remember the namings, but there's somebody... Yeah, Geg. Now, Giglossi, was he playing, like, MS, like, recent? Like, he's been playing it forever, and he is a Beast Lord? I'm trying to remember. Because there's another person with a G name, and I might be mixing up two of them. He's full into WoW for a while now. Okay. Yeah, no worries. So I'm thinking of somebody else, I imagine. But yeah, definitely mention THJ. It's honestly designed in a way where, like, pretty casual play, you're going to progress heavily. It's a triple class server. You literally can be, like, I'm a warrior necro wizard. And yeah, I actually met you both in a pizza place at one point. Do you remember that? Like, we hung out for a little while. It was kind of cool when you guys visited Vegas. That was a while ago, though. All right, back to Dead Circling. Anything that can be a spell effect can also be attached to an item or attribute. Yes. Anything that is a spell can be on an item, but the problem is if it's in, like, a DD or an instant item, it'll just do the effect and then be done with it. It's the buffs that matter. Yeah, I don't like how Shin Spark gets in the way of the top bar. Sorry, Chocobo song. Good times. Oh, that was interesting. When the sound played, the music got quieter. Do you know this song? And yes, we're very old, Sindalin. But that's okay. We've matured like wine, enjoying our MMOs and stuff. No captain. Yeah, the NES version of this song is actually pretty solid. Like mayonnaise. That doesn't sound very appealing. Infern. Yeah, that is interesting. When I loot, the music gets quieter. I wonder why. I didn't code that. That's exactly what that is, Dead Zergling. Alright, I'm gonna get off the Chippendales. You recognize this? I'd actually be impressed if you knew this one. Not that I wasn't impressed that you knew Chippendale, though. Oh, I think we're in a ad break. Sorry. Good guess. That was Bobby's World. So satisfying to sell everything like that. So where to next? Let's do Fear Plane. Yeah. It gives us more things to do by adding that. Oh, speaking of, let's put Shin Spark back on. Wait, why is Shin Spark not showing? There. Maybe? No. Shin Spark broke. Weird. Let's try reloading it. There. Nope. Alright, well, let's kill these guys. You could technically stack up to 28% shielding if you really wanted to now. Isn't shielding just a resist mod for getting hit by spells, though? I mean, that's nice. Maybe I'll work on that at some point. But I honestly never get hit by anything, even without my Shroud of Protection on, Shawl of Protection. I'd have to double check what shielding does. You're right, I think it is spell shield. Alright, it's the big pull time. Come here, Kazik. Where are you? You're supposed to be right there. Oh, there he is. Okay. Let's hit a ward just in case. Uh-oh. I had a little bit of a struggle there for a sec. It's getting a little stronger with all the people. Come on. Alright, one more try. Okay, I got it. But yeah, Cinderlin, the fact that I can just run over to Kazik, pull him, kill everything that aggro's in the zone. This server is nuts. It's like Diablo more than it's EverQuest. I'm just making money, by the way, because I've trivialized, like, minus, I guess, some of the Augs, like you were talking about with the shielding Augs and stuff. There's nothing on the server I need anymore, really. It's just cash items. But it's fun. Kazi dropped its brain. Yep. Yeah, I've been actually doing really well to sell shit with my merchant. And I don't know how much money I'm down to though. I'm like at 60k. But whatever. Really wish they'd give all the planar gear in Plat Valley so you can sell it. They did, Infern. Pretty much everything has value now, Infern. Like you'll see here when I sell here in a sec. You just have to use a special bag. Yeah, they added that recently, Infern. You should hop back on. But I mean, it's better than nothing. Dead Zergling. I'd rather it be sold for a plat than have to be manually deleted. Did they add the soul binding thing yet? I know that they were talking about that. I don't know if that's been patched in yet. Alright, so we're done here. So, yeah, you can see all this junk I just got. All I have to do is go click, and then sell all. Done. Yeah. I'm talking about items I intend to sell for plat. So all I do is I grab those items and I put them down here. And then I go to my merchant through here and then just hand it over to him. Done. That's what I do. Okay, so we're done with Fear. We did Carners. We did Sleepers. I wonder if a ward would make growth more doable. I've been having issues like reliably killing Planet Growth, and usually I just give up because I just don't care. It's just money. But what I'm going to do, aggro Tunair, and then put a ward of Tunari, not Tunair, put a ward of destruction near Tunari, and see if that would be considered a pet. And then if I flop, maybe I can get the perma root. It's Tunari, because that's what Jeff said, and Jeff was the actual creator of the character. So you can't debate against, even though I hate the word. And it's Lucklin. And there's yeah. At some point I should relay, because there's a list of names that it would be fun to hear the official pronunciations on. I say Tunair, like instinctively, but see, I used to call it a shaman. Not shaman. Now I kind of interchange them a lot, actually, still. I don't like this song. So Cinderlina was asking about, have I looked at Pantheon? So funny you should mention that. The group of people that I've been playing this server with, the latest ones, is the Mulligan crew, as I like to call them, but Shukron, No Chef, a few other people. And we've been having fun whenever an expansion launches, we all play together and just like do group content. But this server is not very group oriented. So we've been discussing, what are some games we could play together when this server gets, boring like it is right now, where you're just doing dailies. And Pantheon came up. The biggest challenge I have with Pantheon is that it's not done. We're like paying for early beta access that's going to get wiped. So I have looked. But if I don't have a group, I don't think I'd like it. So we'll see. I might play it. But I'm hoping to pick up a game with them. I don't even care which one. I want to just play with a group of people. That's awesome. Yeah, I've heard mixed opinions about it as is, but alright, let's go kill Tunare. So we gotta aggro her first. Hello, goodbye. And then we're gonna start flopping a bit while we run back to her. It seemed not very good for how long it was taking. Yeah, they've had a lot of technical difficulties. Okay, so the plan is I run up to Tunari, I flop after I put down a ward. Oh, the ward isn't up. I'll wait 5 minutes. I'm not in a rush. He hasn't run into too many issues, I think, but maybe he's just lucky. Yeah. When I was talking about MMOs recently with this group, kind of talking about what I feel makes EverQuest really magic and special, it's kind of the opposite of what THJ gives. And that is, to me, my best memories of EverQuest typically evolve around what I call campfire polling. where you have a camp, as everyone knows in that term here, and you rotate mobs nearby, and you have a static group of people that are playing their roles. You have a puller, you have the main tank that pulls off the puller, and then you have your DPSers and your healer all just sitting down, relaxed, you know, shooting the shit, and you're just nonstop pulling. To me, that's EQ. And even when you're raiding, having raids where, you know, you're dungeon crawling and then there's like some major event, and that major event requires you to quote unquote camp, that's what I like. If I want dungeon crawling, WoW delivers in that department, where you just want to run forward constantly. So, yeah. I'm a little sad that THJ totally lost that spark. I'd rather play Monsters and Memories. I agree. I've held off on M&M for a while now because I didn't want to ruin it as it gets farther along. By the way, he's funny. If you raid him, he will write you a song. Oh, I know him. I've raided him. I have songs. I just don't recognize names very well. Okay, how are we doing? We got 2 minutes left. So I know who you're talking about now. He did change his name too a bit ago. Yeah. He wrote a song with me and Anti-Alias because we raided him at the same time. And it was funny. It was about THJ, and I'm half tempted to go find it and play it, but I was going to make it my intro song. Yeah, the fact that they're doing... So I'm part of the friends and family, I'm pretty sure still. So I could technically go play it at any time if I really wanted to, Dead. Maybe I'll have to do that at some point. Just do it on stream and kind of, you know, take my time and just critique it and, you know, give some feedback and QA. The problem though is I'd rather play with others. So I'd have to like collab with Ali or Sean and see if I can do that. But I'm not in that much of a rush. I'd rather them finish it as much as possible first. You know, at one point, I was actually contributing to it for a little while. I was one of the devs, but I didn't have time. It was a very large time investment, you know what I mean? I'm gonna go ahead and kill some of these mobs while I'm waiting. Because I got like a minute. There's Ali right there. Ali the Elder. Bum 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 bum. Do 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 do. Here I am. I'm like, oh, I'll kill a mob, and now I'm up to like 10. Donkey Kong Country. But yeah, no, 5-hour stress testing is not appealing. Yeah, every time they've done those, I've sort of just said, meh, I'll pass. You know what's a game I kind of miss, and I would love to capture in some way, is Lineage 2. I've always felt that Lineage 2 and EverQuest are very similar in so many ways. Not like game-wise, but like vision-wise. If you take out the PvP of Lineage, you can honestly make some really interesting PvE content with the mechanics in it. That's been a theory of mine. I would love to marry those two games in some way at some point. I technically did a little bit already on one of my custom servers, but Hey, where are you going? You're not allowed to run away. Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Okay, so ward is up. I'm full mana. Let me just finish killing these guys real quick. January 2025. I want to marry video games? Marry 2 video games together. I don't want to marry them myself. Jeez. Okay, where's this Essence Toiler? Oh, he's right there. Never mind. I was a little scared that he was running away. We're still in... Smash Brothers, I think. Yeah, let's jump to a new one. Okay. So we gotta run over, do ward, defensive, and pray. Flop afterward. Aggro's her. Boom, boom, ba-doom, boom, 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 boom. Eating is important. Alright, let's see if I get warped around or not. Boom, 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 boom. Here they come. Here comes the warping. Okay, so far so good. They're dying. Okay, if I fail again, I need a flop. I failed again. So flop, do a wind. There we go. That was painful for them. That was a 401,000 DPS on that one AE. Okay, we're going to do an army as well. We're going to flop again. We may have it on this one. You don't trust the Adderall. Sorry, I'm having to pay attention. Oof. Getting beat down a little bit there. See if we can get the AEs off. Come on. There we go. Shit, I'm in trouble. Flop. Okay, the problem is when I stand, I'm gonna die. Shit, yeah, I'm dead. See, they're not... Yeah, I purpled, and they're just gonna die from dots. I did pretty good. I got some loot money, but I can flip to doing so well. I just had channeling issues at the end. There's still a bunch of corpses there I could loot, if I can run quick. Kokoriki Forest, back when I was a carefree child playing a carefree child in a town of other carefree child, and that one jerk Miedo. It's weird there's a bug where it like takes the intro song and it cuts it for a little bit. Like there. I didn't get the on the ending. Okay, so priority at this point is loot. Where's the woman? And once they kind of get here, we're gonna go ahead and AoE. And pray they don't summon me all over the place. Okay. I am channeling, but they're throwing me all over the place. I'm gonna have an issue pretty quickly. Come on. Okay. Yeah, see how I'm like getting warped over and over and over? That's bad. See, I can't channel. Shit. But I mean, technically, as long as I run back and pick up some more loot each time, I might get some rots, but it's not too bad. You like when I summon my mount, by the way? Bloop. He like poops out a mount. Poop. Because I'm dismounting it so fast. So technically, I probably should consider, at this point with the number of mobs left, that I could soul well them all. I don't know if the plain steeds summon. We'll find out real quick. I think protectors do. Alright. Got lots of bodies. So my plan is just to soul everything and stay alive while I loot everything. It might work. Hard to say. Depends on how well they hurt me. They're hurting me pretty bad though. Okay, let's see if we can get a wind off. I did. See, I'm just not surviving long enough. Ooh, I got one off. Come on. Let me Nova. Let me Jill. There we go. Yeah, see now the number of mobs is pretty low, so we can loot. We kind of recovered. Because if I don't kill enough, I just get overwhelmed every time I repull. But I think I did okay. I may have lost some corpses, but I think it was enough to really matter. I'm also dying pretty bad. Let's prioritize healing a little bit. Okay. So what I'm doing is I'm putting soul wells on people because I can pretty much counter all their damage with it. Because basically I only have bosses left. I can't get to the corpses. There we go. I was gonna say, they rooted me in a bad place. Everyone's got soul wells on them. So I guess I'll go back to AE and... You gonna let me move again? I can't target corpses from here. You're rude. There's not a lot left, at least. They're like not getting hurt. It's because these dudes have so many health. Let's properly dot them up a bit. He's resistant. There. So these bosses just have so much health that it just takes a while to DPS them down. Also, why is... Alright, we're just gonna DPS you. Pretty sure I actually do so much with Spike Draw that these die pretty quick if I just single target. Because their hitboxes are just not getting hit by AEs. You want him as a pet wand? That would be kind of cool. Who would get a panther, do you think? That should be like... Are there panthers in Tox? Like in the Erudite village? Not Tox, but Erudin. I feel like a panther could be a good Erudin pet. I think we went with Kobold though. I think it would be cool, and they could even do this later, where whatever your starting city was is what you get for Beast Lord pet. So more so than your race, if you have multiple starting points, it would be cool to make it where, like, for example, if you are Erudite and you start in Payneal, you get Panther, but if you start in Erudin, you get Kobold. And then let's say if you're human and you start in Freeport, you know, you get whatever, a lion. And then if you start in Kinos, you get like, I don't know, a spider, something like that. You get what I mean? And just add more variety options for Beast Lord for their base race pets. Alright, let's loot these real quick if I can. Because they're gonna rot. Damn it, he rerouted me. And I'm also dying pretty bad. There. Do some soul. Oh, that killed him. Nice. Get that Drizz dip. Yeah, this is a part I don't like that much. It's just like these bosses have so many hit points. It's just tedious. You know, it's not even like they're hard. It's just tedious to sit here and just DPS them all down. It just takes a while. And then I'm rooted because of Tonari. So I can't even loot. I got a couple almost dead though. I don't recognize this. I mean, it's a Mario. Is this Mario Paper Mario? Alright, so Rumble Root's the next lowest. Oop, why did I just lose his target? Alright, I'm tired of this song. See what I mean? It skips every time. Why did it? Huh. Yeah, I don't really like that skip part. That's annoying. Seems to only be on N64 games. Onka, onka, onka. Doom, doom, ba-dee-da, boom, boom, ba-doo, boom, ba-da-dee-doo. Alright, Rumbleroot is dead. You guys are taking forever. But I'm almost done. Oh, I'm actually by Tonari. Maybe I can kill her. Yeah, she's not that hard. The hardest part was just all the bullshit that comes with her. Can I poison her? Nope. There's a bunch of sound effects. That's annoying. There we go. No essence of nature. Alright, I don't care about the rest of these guys. That was too much work. Ugh, it took forever. Ugh. Sell. Does anything sell? We'll still sell, okay. Pineapples too. Okay. Nature's melody has no value. Most things just are cash loot. And I didn't get an essence, so here we go. Let's see how much money we made. Just under 5k now. Oops, where's the pop-up? Sometimes the pop-up doesn't happen. I can sell it manually, but it's just annoying. Yeah, let's see if that was enough. Yep, now we can sell the rest. Okay, so we went from 5k. That was a pretty much full loot. And I'm up to 13k. I don't think Plane of Growth is as much money as people like to tout it as. Like, it's decent money, but you can make a lot more quicker with other zones. Ba-dum, ba-da-bum.